True desire in the heart for anything good is God's proof to you, sent beforehand to indicate that it's yours already. I'll say it again. True desire in the heart, that itch that you have, whatever it is you want to do, that thing that you want to do to help others and to grow and to make money, that desire, that itch, that's God's proof to you, sent beforehand already to indicate that it's yours. And anything you want good, you can have. So claim it.
Yo, shout out to Denzel Washington. Did you guys hear that? Claim it. Now, today's show is going to be all about the art of manifesting. I know it's a term we've probably all heard before, but have you implemented this into your life? I believe in manifesting. I've manifested a couple big things come to mind that I've manifested that we'll talk about later in the show. But manifesting, it's not like a magical, religious or crystal ball type thing. Manifesting is about speaking into existence the things that you want. I need a brand new foreign, right? Sitting in the driveway. I need that promotion at work. The houses that I drive by every morning to drop off my kids, yeah, I need one of those. So as Denzel Washington said, anything you want is yours for the taking. So we are theming today's show, claim it. Claim it. Claim what you want. I know there's a lot of people like wish things or think it would be cool to do something. But if you're not claiming it, if you don't picture yourself, you don't speak it into existence, it's never going to happen. Step one is not even being achieved there. You have to picture yourself in that position, in that whip, living in that house, cooking yourself dinner. You have to believe in your mind that that's really going to happen. That's going to change everything. Just knowing it's going to happen is going to change everything, because you know what's going to happen? You're going to change the way you move. Every decision you make, because you truly believe your future is going to happen, every decision you make from here on out is going to be geared toward guiding you in that direction. I'm manifesting being a 46-year-old man with washboard abs. It's coming. But just knowing that it's going to happen every day, I'll put down the snacks. I'll run that extra mile if I have to, because I know that's what it takes. I'm reminding myself every day. I'm picturing myself in that position. I'm picturing myself modeling for Calvin Klein and being the next Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch. It's going to happen. And we got a lot of stories that are going to help you on your destination to manifesting your future self. Eve just dropped a book. It's a book about her life. And it confirmed a hilarious story that we did hear a while back that involves the locks and an altercation with Mike Tyson. Stay tuned for that. And if you're manifesting yourself as a high-end content creator that's got to get the nice drone shots, but you don't have experience with drones, I might have the product for you. The DJI Neo just dropped, and it's the perfect drone for beginners, and I might even get one. I might not. I say this every week. I just like gear. And one thing that I need to manifest for my friends is upgrading their MacBook Pros. I'm seeing a lot of crazy things happening out there. Are you really DJing with a 2017 MacBook Pro? You're gonna kill the dance floor at any moment. I have some words for you. Also, the MLB tried to manifest something that didn't really work, because Nike is dropping the ball once again. The MLB had to switch back to the old makers of their MLB jerseys because Nike just wasn't cutting it. Let's manifest something good for Nike this year. Welcome to REL Friends, y'all. As I said, every episode starts with coffee. What's up, everyone? Welcome to another episode, REL Friends. If you're new here, this is a podcast where I hope to empower creatives of the culture. And if you're listening, you probably caught a clip that inspired you. Maybe a friend shared it. So welcome to the club. We're having fun over here. And you chose a good episode because today is episode number 40. We made it to 40 episodes. Can you believe that? We're almost hitting a year. And I'm hoping to do something special for the 1-year anniversary. I've had conversations with the great John Reyes about doing something in the Bay Area. And then I might be able to do something here in New York as well. It's looking good. I mean, we're running out of time. The anniversary is in November. Thinking of doing something in December for the Bay. Maybe late November in New York. But we'll see. Or maybe both. I don't know. I'm just throwing it out there. Do you guys even want something? Let me know if you would come. Are you guys down to hang out IRL? Because I want to do something. I want to get together. I have to update everybody on that gig that I had. I didn't say too many details, but it was a lot of fun. So last week I mentioned I had a moderating gig. Shout out to everyone at Able Cine. They had me out to moderate a panel with the creatives, with Bad Bunny's creatives. They do all of the visuals for music videos, their live performances. So it was really cool to talk to them. And they team up with Able Cine, who's a company based in New York that provides a lot of high-end camera equipment for live broadcast, broadcast TV. They do everything. They provide equipment for tons of stuff, from the Super Bowl to, corporate presentations. They do it all. So the cool thing is, Able Cine discovered me through the video that I did about the pop-out. Because he hired some of the crew from the pop-out, and I was shouting them out on the show. That's cool, right? So shout out to them. We're going to be doing a lot more stuff. We've got the brainstorm train going, so I'll keep you posted. Also, last week was a busy week. Last week, I also filmed an event for Google. They had an event, a tiny conference over there. So I shot the New York portion of it. The rest of the team I'm working with shot in the Bay Area. And I will be cutting together a recap. I can't really talk too much about that. I probably said too much already, but that's okay. I do got to give out some shout outs to some client shout outs, okay? Because I have wrapped 2 other projects. You might have heard me talk about this company, Paraffin, that I've been working with. Shout out to Robin from Paraffin. We produced 4 really well produced. I'm super proud of these 4 small business profiles for her company that was in partnership with Amazon. And so I need to see what I could share. A lot of it was internal, but I do want to share that with you. And thank you to Robin and the Paraffin team for that opportunity. Also, shout out to everybody at Great Place to Work. I've been working with them for going on 3 years now. Shout out my guy Sed over there. But we wrapped up a series of, again, internal videos. I think it's for like their onboarding series for if you're a customer. They run a B2B company and they needed these onboarding videos. So shout out to everybody, man. I enjoy collaborating. When you have these clients that are not just clients, but they're also your friends, it really helps bring out the best project you can bring on all sides. So shout out to them. Super proud. I will be sharing that once I get my website up, which of course, who knows when that will be built. Okay, I need help, guys. I've been asking for help since I started the show. That's a whole year of no website, and it's longer than that. It's been like 3 years. My business is 3 years old, and I still don't have a website. Help me. Okay. On that note, let's get into some news. All right, this story is funny to me. Have you guys ever had to like confront someone or even like physically get in a fight to defend a friend or a loved one, but you didn't really want to because you knew you actually might get beat up? That's what this story is about. But it's also about like loyalty and honor, but it's just hilarious. So first of all, shout out to Eve. She just dropped, we haven't heard from Eve in a long time, so this was a pleasant surprise and exciting to hear. But she just dropped a book about her life. She was recently on Good Morning America talking about it.
They want to know who's that girl. Come on.
Rapper Eve has had hip-hop fans saying her name for 25 years. Now, she's opening up about her life in a new memoir, Who's That Girl? Who's that girl?
Oh my goodness. Who is that girl? She has lived many lives. That's what it feels like.
Starting out, she was one of a few women in the rap world, and in 1999, she signed with the Rough Riders.
I always say it was my hip hop boot camp because it was like, okay, we're in the studio 24 hours, you're in the studio 24 hours, and I had to prove myself. But it developed me as an artist.
After her debut album hit #1 on the Billboard charts, she went on to win a Grammy for Let Me Blow Your Mind, featuring Gwen Stefani.
I had to give you more. It's only been a year.
Now, I just ordered the book. I am very much looking forward to reading it. I'll keep you posted on that. But there's just a hilarious story that came out of it. She confirmed a story that the Locks told on Drink Champs a while back, but I have to bring it up because it's funny. So this story involves a Mike Tyson. Now, Mike Tyson, if you only know him from like recent years, he seems like an old softie. Okay, but we're talking Mike Tyson, 90s Mike Tyson. Okay, vicious Mike Tyson. You got to understand, this Mike Tyson was knocking fools out left and right. But he wasn't just knocking people out. The whole process to getting knocked out, pre and post knockout, he was just wilding out all the time. See, he would do news interviews and he would sound like this.
Rage against Evander Holyfield worked against you.
Well, yeah, it's a fight. So whatever happens, happens.
Mike, why do you have to talk like that?
Well, I'm talking to you the way I want to talk to you. You have a problem, turn off your station.
You know what? I think we'll end the discussion right now.
Then we could.
You got it. Have a nice fight, Mike.
Fuck off.
He hated the press. So at weigh-in, of course, there would be a scuffle. And then, talking to the press during the scuffle, he'd be talking to them like this.
You can't touch me, you're not man enough. I'll eat your asshole alive, you bitch. How anybody in here can't fuck with this. This is the ultimate, man. Fuck you, you hoe. Come and say in my face, fuck you, ass for everybody. You bitch. Come on, you bitch. You're scared, coward. You're not man enough to fuck with me. You can't last 2 minutes in my world, bitch. Look at you scared now, you hoe. Scared like a little white pussy. Scared of the real man. I'll fuck you till you love me.
I would be completely terrified of someone talking to me like that. Just that loose in front of everybody. So the fight would happen. He would usually knock them out, sometimes in the first round. And then after the fight, he would hop in the mic and talk like this.
I was gonna rip his heart out. I'm the best ever. I'm the most brutal and vicious and most ruthless champion there's ever been. There's no one can stop me. Lynx is a conqueror. No, I'm Alexander. He's no Alexander. I'm the best ever. There's never been anybody as ruthless. I'm Sonny Liston. I'm Jack Dempsey. There's no one like me. I'm from Nairclaw. There's no one that can match me. My style is impetuous. My defense is impregnable. And I'm just ferocious. I want your heart. I want to eat his children. Praise be to Allah.
This was nonstop. This was Mike Tyson in the 90s, okay? So that's why when you hear this story that the Locks have to tell, it is so funny. Because who knows what you would have to do in that situation?
The Source Awards,
yeah,
right?
I remember it. I never forget this a day in my life.
Yeah.
Tyson is dead. That's our man. He love us.
Facts.
Tyson love us.
Facts.
Tyson is talking crazy though to everybody. He's talking crazy to all kind of chicks though. Not just Eve.
Right.
But it's like the type, if it's somebody you could beat, you'd be like, yo, watch your fucking mouth. But it's Mike Tyson. So you can't beat him. So you can't say, watch your fucking mouth. Like, so now he's looking at Eve. I think Eve looked like a red bone steak to him. So he's kind of on more on edge. But Eve's with us, so she's looking at us like the big bros.
Right.
We ain't got the bigger bros around.
That moment where he said, Eve. Yeah, he's still fuck this shit out.
I ain't gonna lie, it was like an official but sucker nigga like, yo, chill. Like, yo, chill. Like we was hitting her with that. Like after a minute, it went to the yo, chill. Yo, chill. Like he was like, yo, chill. Like, you gotta chill. It wasn't like a D block, though, yo, fucking chill. It was like, yo, chill. Like, yo, you gotta chill. Like, yo, chill, dog. Yo, dog, chill. It went to her like, yo, dog, chill. But it wasn't like official, like, that's Iron Mike. We know he could sleep all of us.
Dead.
He could sleep all of us.
Yeah, sleep everybody.
But he's talking crazy. The talk is crazy. None of us know. We know we can't beat him. Now it come to a decision. He's gonna keep talking to Eve. We might gotta poke Mike. It came to that. We gotta poke Mike. We can't beat Uncle. We can't beat Mike. We gotta poke Mike.
Shout out to the Locks for being real friends. I'm happy to report nothing ever happened. They said before the huddle to plot out how they were gonna get Mike, they told Eve to go ahead, get out of here. We'll take care of this. But it never got to that point. Thank God. Because honestly, I don't know how long someone's getting knocked out. Someone's getting knocked out. Some tours is getting knocked out. Like if you look up on YouTube, Mike Tyson knockout highlights and tell me, would you step to him? All right. It's gear talk time. I've been wanting to bring this piece of gear up for a while, but I kept pushing it back, so I'm going to bring it up today. It's a drone, and it's the DJI Neo. It's only $199. It is probably the most user-friendly drone you could get. So if you have ever wanted to hop into droning and you don't have any experience, or if you want something that you feel like is a little bit more safe to have around the kids, this is a good one because it could take beating, it could take some crashes. But I did do a deep dive on YouTube and I found Aldrin Estacio's clip from Flypath, and he really broke down the DJI Neo.
Now, the first thing you need to know is that this drone does not need any remote control. It does not need anything connected to it in order for you to actually get it up in the air, fly, get some dynamic shots, and have the drone come right back to you. You don't need to hook it up to a phone. You don't need to hook it up to a remote control to pilot it. You can actually do everything from the drone itself. Now, of course, there is some customizations when it comes down to settings and parameters that you are gonna need a phone, but technically, once those are all set, you can just keep this in your bag, and whenever you wanna get a shot, all you have to do is take it up, select which mode, which quick shot you wanna get here at the very top of the drone, press and hold it, and it'll then scan your body, scan your face. It'll start recording and perform that specific intelligent flight mode that you choose.
Now, I think that's really cool. And we're going to talk a little bit more about how you don't need a remote or anything. He did do a little bit more of a demonstration in there that we'll get to. But if you do want a drone that has a little bit more functionality, there's other ways to use this drone as well. You can use a traditional remote. If you have a DJI remote control, you can use that. You can use the app on your phone. So you can also, there's an app that has controls that you, like a traditional drone as well. And then you can also do voice commands, which I've never done with a drone before. You could tell it to do things like, a droney, what he said. I guess that's a move. And it's where it does like a slow pullback. So that's really cool. It's automated. You just say, do a droney, and it'll like start floating back. I don't know. It's crazy. And then you can also fly this completely free. Like you can have the goggles and the joystick that people use when they're flying FPV style. You've seen those FPV drones that do the crazy loops and go like in between pillars and all that. That's called FPV droning. So you could do that too with this Neo. So it's very versatile. Any skill level can operate this drone, and it's only $199. So Aldrin did a deeper demo on how you can operate this drone without any kind of, remote control, not doing the app thing, but just having the drone itself.
It's controller free, which means you don't need anything else. You don't need a remote, you don't need a phone. The drone will scan you once you power it up and point it towards yourself. Follow. Okay, we're in follow mode. All you have to do to engage it, you hold it out in front of you. The camera will point towards the person. Press and hold that top button.
Medium. Follow. 3, 2, 1.
Okay, so right now in my settings, I have it set to medium distance away, and it's in follow mode, which means it will follow you. So as you can see here, right now, I'm just gonna walk around, and the drone will just be in follow mode. Like I said, if you want to have it a lot further away from you, which ideally I'd probably want to do that right now, it's like kind of close to medium, is you can change all those settings in the phone app before you get up in the air. So more than likely, I'm gonna probably keep them at the far distance just because it'll show a lot more surroundings. But this is what it looks like in follow mode right now. And let's just do a little bit of speed here, see how well it does. And see if it's gonna have any issues tracking me. Oh, I got out of frame there. Oh, it's still on me. All right, so there you go. There it is, that's follow mode. And then when you want to land it, all you do is put your palm right underneath.
So it's cool. It sounds cool. Again, it's only $199. There's a wide range of options on how to operate the drone. The kids can play with it. So some cons. I have to tell you about some cons. So picture quality, it's not the best. It's not as good as some other. It's 1080 4K. From the demos I've seen, the picture quality looks similar to what you would get from an iPhone. There is some digital sharpening. You can control that a little bit. But also it doesn't do very well in low light. So if you're trying to go droning in a low light situation, you need the high quality picture, this one's out of the question. But it is a fun little drone. I would want to play with it. I'm probably not going to buy it. I have a Mini 4, so I'm good right now. But this could be the drone to get into droning. All right. Have you upgraded your laptop lately? Now we got some MacBook news, or just Mac news and Mac computers in general. There is supposed to be an event coming. Rumors are there's an event coming up sometime in October, and they're going to announce M4 chips in a bunch of new Macs. Okay. So I wanted to make this video for the people that are wondering, should I upgrade now? Because I've gotten that question from a few people. So this video is for you. Okay. Now, recently, Apple just announced a bunch of old Macs as obsolete or vintage. So that means something. If your computer is in the obsolete or vintage list, I'm going to say yes, you need to upgrade. Here's some details on that.
So from time to time, you may hear that an Apple product officially becomes vintage or obsolete. Apple uses these two terms to describe the age of a product and how much support it gets. Now, what it really means is for vintage that a product hasn't been made in 5 years. So for instance, say you buy a MacBook and say that MacBook is actually manufactured for an entire year before a new MacBook replaces it. When they stop manufacturing it, that's when the clock starts ticking. And after 5 years, it's vintage. And after 7 years, it's obsolete. What it really means is that Apple doesn't supply replacement parts anymore. So let's say you have a vintage or obsolete Mac and you take it to a repair shop and needs a new part. If it's not vintage or obsolete, then that repair shop can go to Apple and order a replacement part. But once it's vintage or obsolete, then they can no longer get replacement parts from Apple. Doesn't mean they can't find replacement parts somewhere. Doesn't mean they can't take an off-the-shelf part. Like for instance, hard drives are made by a number of manufacturers. But something like maybe a specific part of the case is something that's only made from Apple. So you may still be able to get it repaired, especially if the part doesn't come from Apple. But it's going to be a lot harder to get Apple-specific parts at that point.
Okay, so check out that list. If you fall in that category, I'm urging you, go upgrade your MacBook. Okay, your MacBook Pro, your Mac Mini, whatever you're running. If you do your digital creative work as your business, this is the brain to your business. So you got to upgrade. Okay, if you're running something in 2017 and it has that little strip thing, it's time to upgrade, seriously. Especially if you do video or like high-end photography stuff. Quit that. You're playing around. So there was a news report recently that said that the M3 MacBooks, which were announced earlier this year, had a big price drop. I think it was like $600. So instantly, it's reachable. A high-end MacBook, you can get that now. Now the question is, do you get the M3? Or do you wait for these M4 MacBooks or other computers, we don't know yet, that are rumored to be announced this month? Okay, that's the newer one. But M3s are really good. Now I'm running a M1 Max chip in my MacBook Pro. It has been great to me. I edit 4K video. I do raw photo editing. It's been amazing. No problems. I bought it in 2021. And usually I upgrade every 2 years, but this has been going so well for me that I haven't had to. There was no signs. Only recently has there been signs of like, some choppy things. So for me, I might upgrade to the M4 if that's announced in October. But Apple recently added the M4 chip in their iPad Pros in the last Apple keynote. So just to hear a little bit about how fast the M4 chips are, here's that announcement.
M4 represents another big step forward for Apple Silicon. To start, M4 is built on second-generation 3nm technology that's even more power efficient. This was essential to deliver incredible performance in the exceptionally thin and light design of iPad Pro. And M4 also features an entirely new display engine designed with pioneering technology that enables the stunning precision, color, and brightness of the Ultra Retina XDR display. In addition, M4 brings phenomenal performance to the new Pro. It has a powerful new CPU and builds upon the next generation GPU architecture debuted on M3. The new CPU with up to 4 performance cores and now with 6 efficiency cores, all with next generation ML accelerators, delivers up to 50% faster CPU performance over M2 in the previous iPad Pro.
Okay, so this thing's fast. You're going to be able to do everything you need to do with these new Macs. Okay, if it happens, it's still rumors. But Gary from MacMost speaks, and these are reliable sources. He speaks a little bit on the rumors of what may be coming at this keynote.
Apple is apparently going to be holding an October event this year to announce new iPads, including an updated iPad mini, along with first Macs to have the M4 series of chips. Let's start with the MacBook Pro. We aren't expecting any major changes here except for the inclusion of that M4 chip. Now, the M4 chip will be the main attraction for most of these Macs that I'm going to talk about here. But the good news is it should continue to help power the slate of Apple Intelligence features that should be finally making its way to the general public later in October. You can pretty much throw the iMac into this equation. We are expecting a new one, but it's most likely just going to be an M4 chip update, and no other major changes are expected. Now, the Mac Mini is actually expected to get a pretty big redesign here, and the first one for the Mac Mini since 2010. The new Mac Mini will apparently approach the size of an Apple TV, but it may be slightly taller than the current model, which is 1.4 inches high. It will continue to feature an aluminum shell, and individuals working on this new device apparently say that it's essentially an iPad Pro in a small box.
Okay, so there you have it. That's everything we know right now. You make the decision. I can't hold your hand all the way through. Tell me in the comment section, are you going to upgrade? What are your thoughts? I think if they announce some new M4 chip, MacBook Pro, Max, whatever, the highest ones, I'm probably going to go with that. I think it's time. And I kind of need 2 MacBooks right now. I'm not going to say why, but I need it. I hate seeing people running these old Macs, man. It's a ticking time bomb. Upgrade now. I see people upgrading their camera gear all the time when they don't really need to. They just have fun. You can't just keep buying the fun tech and neglect your machine. Okay? Let's get out there. Friends don't let friends run old MacBook Pros. Okay? Nike is taking yet another L. I just read this headline that the MLB, Major League Baseball, announced recently some changes to their uniform policy in response to the criticism of the Nike-designed jerseys. Another L. Another L for Nike. I mean, Nike will bounce back. It sounds like they have a few years of bouncing back to do after this year. But some backstory. So let's get a little bit backstory on how this all started.
Major League Baseball has a serious jersey problem. In 2016, MLB announced that Under Armour would be replacing Majestic as the official uniform provider for all teams. Then, in a last-minute switch-up, it was Nike who took over in 2019. This was the start of the problem with the on- and off-field jerseys. From there, it's been very hit or miss with Nike in charge. The All-Star Game jerseys are generally bland and boring. The City Connect jerseys are done either incredibly well or are absolute misses, and now the day-to-day uniform is taking a hit.
Man, so the interesting thing about all of this is that Nike was always known for innovation. So there was definitely... You could tell with the CEO change and the previous CEO that had to step down, there wasn't a lot of emphasis on that innovation anymore. And when you are the provider for high-profile athletes like actual MLB players, like the professionals, you got to make sure that the innovation is there as well. And you got to please the players. You got to please the athletes. These are the people that are going to make sure people buy Nike products. But the instant these jerseys were revealed on the field and the players were seen wearing them, TikTok went crazy.
Starting this season, Nike and Fanatics are introducing their new Elite template league-wide and their limited template for fan replica jerseys. As the new fan jerseys have rolled out this offseason, a lot of people are upset with how they look and feel. On these new jerseys, the MLB logo has strangely been shifted below the collar and the player's name has been shrunk and arched a lot more, making them look a lot like jerseys or kid-size jerseys. There's also been a drop in quality with some really rough breaks between some of the word marks, nothing being sewn on, just heat pressed, and a lot of people saying the jersey and patch material look and feel much cheaper.
So it sounds like it's not just the jersey, but the entire uniform. One guy TikToking for Yahoo Sports mentioned the pants.
The MLB is playing a dangerous game right now. Yes, the players and fans are complaining about how outrageously cheap the new jerseys look and feel, but if you look a bit closer, something far worse sticks out. The pants are see-through. Did they not test these? How did this happen? According to MLB Commissioner Rob Manfred, these Nike Vapor Premier jerseys, which are produced by Fanatics, were designed to be performance wear.
The jerseys are different. They're designed to be performance wear.
Well, let's just hope that performance isn't X-rated.
So you not only have the fans clowning on these jerseys, but you actually have the athletes publicly saying how much they don't like them. I didn't know any of this was going on.
Players have been quoted as saying they look cheap. Miles Michaelis, starting pitcher for the Cardinals, said they don't fit right, pants are no longer as customizable, and the fabric is a very different consistency. Taylor Ward from the Angels said it looks like a replica. It feels kind of like papery. It could be great when you're out there sweating. It may be breathable, but I haven't had that opportunity yet to try that out. But from the looks of it, it doesn't look like a $450 jersey. So far, thumbs down. Angels reliever Carlos Estevez pulled out a few jerseys and pants to show how the shades don't match. He laughed at the smaller numbers, spacing, and last names on the back of the jerseys and is annoyed that they can't customize his pants to his preferences anymore, like pitchers could in the past. Nike is claiming that the jerseys are softer, stretchier, and lighter, but from what we can see so far, they look closer to a replica jersey than an official authentic on-field jersey from years past.
Damn, that sucks. I guess I won't be buying any jerseys this year. Man, I remember Nike could not be stopped. So it's really surprising to hear how much of a hit Nike's taken in the past few years. But the jersey thing is kind of unbelievable. How do you drop that ball? I'm going to check them out. I'm going to go over to Nike Town. I'm going to check them out, see if they're really that bad. Sometimes people just like to complain. Were the news sources Reddit? Because if it was Reddit, the news is irrelevant because people just hate on everything on Reddit. But I don't know. The photos I saw, they didn't look that great. But they're for performance. I imagine like they just made dry fit jerseys. That would be whack. I miss the days when baseball jerseys were cool. My favorite baseball jersey of all time is the Houston Astros Nolan Ryan jersey. Remember that? It had like the orange gradient look. When Mitchell and Ness was redoing jerseys, my brother had that one and I was so jealous. I wanted it. Anyways, good luck to Nike. What is your favorite jersey of all time? Okay, if you're on YouTube, if you're watching this on YouTube, leave a comment below. If you're listening to the audio, go on YouTube and leave a comment below. What's your favorite jersey? I want to hear. I hope you enjoyed today's show. I hope you enjoyed those stories. Those were fun, right? But before we go, we gotta bring it back. You know we gotta do it every week. What are you claiming today? What is it that you're claiming today? Do you know? Did you think of something yet? Do I need to come up with more AI music to help you claim it? I'll do it. Do I need to bust out Denzel Washington? I'll do that too.
True desire in the heart for anything good is God's proof to you sent beforehand to indicate that it's yours already.
It's yours.
Do we romance our way into the message today? I think we do. It's sounding that way, right?
It's yours.
It's yours. It belongs to you. Anything you want, you can have. You just have to manifest it. You heard Denzel Washington. So manifesting. You heard it, right? I think we need to pick up the tempo here. Okay. You know the theme of the show. Claim it. Claim what you want.
I'll say it again. Desire in the heart, that itch that you have, whatever it is you want to do, that thing that you want to do to help others and to grow and to make money, That desire, that itch, that's God's proof to you, sent beforehand already to indicate that it's yours. And anything you want, you can have. So claim it.
Claim it, claim it, claim it, claim it, claim it, claim it, REL and friends, REL and friends.
All right, I'm gonna be straight up. Okay. I'm tired of seeing super talented friends that do nothing. They just dream. They wish they could be in those high positions. They can do it. But they talk themselves out of it. Nah, I can't do that. Oh, those guys just got lucky. They got money backing them. Nah, man. I believe it. See it. You need to see it before I can see it. And it's that time. It's the time that we wrap up. I hope you're claiming something. Am I too aggressive here? That's just because I care. I'm gonna make a claim. Can I claim something right now? I'm gonna claim a celebration. Okay. I'm claiming this community we got going here. Okay, it's looking good. Okay. I'm gonna claim that we're gonna do something. I don't know when. We're gonna do something IRL in New York and in the Bay Area. It's gonna be popping. It's gonna be fun. A bunch of people are gonna come out. But let me claim one more thing. You're not invited. That's right. You can't come because you don't follow, you don't like, you don't subscribe, you don't share, you don't comment. Okay, I understand. That's a lot to ask. You know why I hate this? I hate doing this part of the show where you got to do all the calls to actions. I don't like it because I know it's asking a lot. Like, share, subscribe, comment, bells. I don't even know the things. If someone was telling me that, I'd be like, you know what? Shut up. So I get it. Okay. But I am claiming this event IRL. Okay, so that's going to happen. Okay. And if you would like to know about it, then you do need to like and subscribe. Let's just do that. We'll just do that. Just like and subscribe, okay? Subscribe on YouTube, subscribe on podcasts, platforms, and just like this post. That's it, okay? But most important, I hope you guys have a tremendous rest of your week, whatever you're doing, or if you're listening on the weekend, I hope the weekend is good as well. And we're going to see you guys next time, all right? Subscribe everywhere. REL and Friends. Peace.